Hello students, welcome to our session, and today we will learn about the other part of the chapter number 11. We have learned about this chapter which given in our chapter in our previous part. In this part we will talk about the water. Water is also very important necessary in our life. When we do any kind of work in our kitchen, at our home, at our different places, then water is very useful to us for drinking, for cleaning anything, for cooking anything. Water is also very useful in our life by us. So always water, we do not get water, clear water at all time. We have some impurities in water which are dangerous for our health. Our health always need healthy water, as we need healthy food to get enough nutrients to do any kind of work like this. Our body also want clean water, healthy water, but it is not possible all time we get clear water. Water has some impurities in them, and then we have to purify water to get clear water. In water we have some impurities. Sometimes we get the hard impurities, some soluble, insoluble. Impurities in water, they have main two types of impurities we can see there: soluble impurity and insoluble impurities. Soluble and insoluble. First, what is the meaning of soluble and insoluble? Soluble, that means they can dissolve easily in the water. Insoluble, that means they cannot dissolve, they do not dissolve in water. We have also example of them. First, soluble, that means the things which dissolve in water easily. For example, salt and sugar. Salt and sugar, for example, when we make lemon juice, we mix sugar in water. With the help of spoon we can easily dissolve the sugar in water or salt also, because these type of impurities are called soluble impurities which are easily dissolved in water. But insoluble, that means they do not dissolve in water. For example, sand and mud. Sand in river, in oceans, in ponds, we can see the river has also sand in them. They are insoluble impurities because they do not dissolve in water. Always they settle downside of the water because they are heavier compared to water. These types of impurities are called insoluble. So now you are able to know about the soluble and insoluble. Soluble, that means they can easily dissolve in water, they can mix up with water, but these type of things, these which are not dissolved in water, they are called the insoluble impurities. So we have main two types of impurities in our water: soluble and insoluble. And then we have some methods, and using this method we can purify the water. First, separating soluble impurities. How we can separate the soluble impurities from the water? The first process is evaporation. Evaporation is one type of method. Using this method we can purify the water, we can make the water clean and useful for us. First method is evaporation method. In evaporation method, this is a very simple method of separating impurities. First, evaporation is very simple method to get the clear water. Take impure water in a vessel and heat it. In this method, we heat the water to get the clean water. The impurities will be settled downside in the water. For example, if we have salt in water, then when we heat the water, after some time the water will be become vapor, and the salt will settle downside. and like this the water will become vapor and we will get the clean water. By this method, this type of method is called the evaporation method. It is very simple method. Then distillation method. Distillation method is our second type of method. Using this method, we can also purify our water. Distillation is another water purification process. It is carried out in a special flask and some types of things which are useful to doing this method in your textbooks. On page number 98, the given description of this method, you have also learned about this method using your textbook. Also on page number 98, they have given us description about this method. In this method we have used different types of things, and in this method we also boil the water, but the boiling water when become vapor, it transfer from a one type of a pipe and get cool atmosphere, and cooled air get there, and after getting cool air the vapor become again in water form, and we will get the clean water. This method is also very useful to us to getting clean water, and we will purify water from the soluble impurities. Okay, so in separating soluble impurities we have main two methods, which are evaporation and distillation. In evaporation and distillation, in both methods we boil the water, and after when water become in vapor form we will get in clean water. In this method, during this method the water first become in vapor form, and after getting cool air it will be written in clean water form, and we will store this water in one type of beaker, and then we use this water. Okay, then separating insoluble impurities, like separating soluble impurities, in this we have also different types of process which are useful to us to getting clean water: sedimentation and decantation, and also filtration. Sedimentation, decantation and filtration. These type of methods are useful for us to get the clean water from the insoluble impurities, because insoluble impurities do not dissolve in water, so it is hard to us to get clean water. But the insoluble impurities which are heavier compared to water, they are settled downside of the water, and in sedimentation and decantation the same process will be going on. Insoluble impurities in water can be separated by method like in sedimentation and decantation. These methods together are suitable for purifying water. In this method, insoluble impurities which are heavier, as I said to you, which are heavier than water, by allowing heavier impure particles to settle downside. As we all know, the sand always settle downside of the water of the river. Why? Because the sand is heavier compared to water. So by using this, the insoluble impurities can settle downside. Clear water can be obtained on top, which is poured into another container. Like this, when we get the pour water on the top side, the setting down of heavy particles at the bottom of the vessels is called sedimentation. The heavier insoluble impurities which are settled downside, they are called the sedimentation. Once all the impurities get settled, we pour the clear water at the top of the jar slowly into another jar. This is called decantation. So sedimentation and decantation, insoluble impurities which are settled downside of the water, they are called the sedimentation, and after all impurities settle downside of the water, when we get the pour water up top of this beaker, they are called the decantation. So using decantation and sedimentation, using like this method, we can also get the pure water. Then filtration water. About the filtration. In filtration, another technique for water purification is filtration. This technique is better as it helps in removal of very small impurities also which are not removed by sedimentation and decantation, because in sedimentation and decantation the heavy particles which are big in their size, they can easily settle downside of the water, but we have also tiny particles of insoluble impurities. They are very tiny in their size. Then filtration method are useful to us in this situation to get pure water. In this method, impure water is made to pass through a filter paper. Filter paper is used in this process. The water will be passed through a filter paper. The filter paper acts as a sieve and does not allow impurities to pass through it. This method always used by your mother at home. When your mother fill up water in the kitchen, they use one type of sieve to get the clear water. If you have not know about this, you don't know about this, try to try to see when your mother fill up water in your kitchen. In this type of process you can see in your kitchen at your home also filtration method, because using filtration method we can also get the pure water using very easy method. So water is also very useful to us like air. In our previous part we have discussed about the air. Air is very useful to us. So we always need air and water to live our life. All living organism which live on the earth, they need air and water like food. Air is a mixture of different types of gases: nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Then we have also layers of the atmosphere available. We have also discussed about the layers of the atmosphere which are useful to us. Also necessary, air is also useful to us for getting to getting oxygen. And when we take out carbon dioxide, the carbon dioxide will be used by the plants for their making food. By which process? By the photosynthesis process. Then water is also very useful to us like air. Without water and air our life is not possible. Then water, always we do not get clean water, so we have some impurities in water. They have two types of impurities. Which two types? Soluble and insoluble. Now you are able to know about you are clear the word from the soluble and insoluble. Salt and sugar, they are easily dissolved in water, so they are called the soluble impurities. And the insoluble, that means sand and mud, they are insoluble impurities because they cannot dissolve in water easily. So we have used some methods to get clear water. Separating soluble impurities. In separating soluble impurities we use evaporation and distillation method, and using this method we will get the pure water. Then separating insoluble impurities. In insoluble impurities we used sedimentation and decantation and also filtration method. Students, when you will go in up standard, you will learn about more things for these processes. These processes are very useful to us to get the clear water. Water has also some types of nutrients which are very useful to us, because water have nutrient. Using water we will also get some types of nutrients which are useful in our body to get our healthy life. if we want to live our life healthy, then we also want this type of nutrients from the water. So we always want a clean water, and using these processes we will get the clean water. Okay, so our chapter number 11 is completed here. Now we will meet in our next chapter.